What are the traits of an aggressive rifler? Frequency, setup, efficiency. Being aggressive isn't enough. You also have to succeed at it. On this episode, we're going to see who dominates the field by pushing past enemy lines and overtaking their opponents. This is Mauisnake, and welcome to Double Scope. Let me walk you through my methodology before we get into this. The first thing about all of these players is that they are on top teams. Every player will be from a top 25 team, and they will have played around half of the S-tier events so far in this year. The second thing is that they need to succeed at being aggressive, and they also need to be aggressive. If they're taking less than 20% of the opening duels at any S-tier tournament, they're not going to be included in this list. And the third thing is that they need to not be oppers. This is a list of aggressive riflers, not oppers. So if anybody has more than 1/5 of their kills in op frags, they will be excluded. At number 5, to kick off the list, we have Boomich, the Russian in-game leader for Natus Vincer. Boomich plays an info-oriented style to ensure he can make the most accurate reads and call for the proper rotations. However, sometimes he'll do all the dirty work himself. The quintessential Boomich round involves advanced positioning, then peeling off, but he stays just sticky enough to frustrate oncoming attackers. In the grand finals of DreamHack Masters Spring, Boomich keeps finding new angles he can confront Gambit at. Boomich starts round 5 by throwing some utility towards the T connector. Him and his team recognize that a player actually came out Olaf, so he tries to flush him out. He throws a nade at Nafany, and then is able to take him down with a nice FAMAS spray. At this point, Boomich retrieves the AK from the dead Nafany, and then peels off. He hangs out around E-Box for just a little bit longer, but uses some great movement in order to get on top of the Z position, and as Gambit are making their approach towards outside, using his new angle, he finds a great headshot onto Hobbit. Axile swings out to try to find position on the site. Boomich takes him down as well. Boomich seals the deal with a boost from his teammate, taking down Shiro, who's trying to find some space, and at this point, it's a 1v3 for Inters, and Electronics able to finish him off. Even though Boomich plays an intelligent style, there are moments that he takes duels confidently and gives zero respect to his opponents. At number 4, we have a man I never thought I would put on a list of best aggressive riflers. Rops has made his money off of his slow, calculated play, but with Mousesports undergoing major changes with the introduction of A-Core and Dexter, Rops has taken excellent initiative. Nuke is safely the best map of Mousesports. However, in the 153 winning rounds they've had since acquiring Dexter, Rops has had to find the opening kill over 25% of the time. In the lower bracket of DreamHack Masters, Rops kept Mousesports' tournament hopes alive against FaZe. In round number 19, Rops saves an AK from the previous round. He posts up in the big garage, knowing that FaZe will likely be going for an outside hit in this round, and Rops, with just excellent timing, swings out when Kerrigan is wide in the open, and he's able to find the first advantage for his team in this round. He reroutes now actually into Mini and is able to read FaZe's next move. He makes his way towards the decontamination room, causes a distraction for his teammate by opening the door actually, and now spams rain through the smoke. Just using sound and excellent awareness is able to find a second kill, and yet he's not done just yet. He keeps on rerouting, makes his way through the vent at this point, and knows that his best opportunity is likely by repositioning. Now that Mousesports in a 4-on-2, he uses the numbers advantage, waiting for his teammates to swing before he is then able to close out the round with the final 2 kills on a Brokey and Twist, a 4K on the round, and Rob showing that he's not just a one-dimensional lurker type player, as many may have pegged him a couple of years ago. In this round, Rops took initiative based off of his foresight, used his game sense, and worked with his teammates to find a round off the back of a single save rifle. NA's Chosen One comes in at 3rd for his performances this year. Elige is no stranger to playing an aggressive rifle, and he continues to be a shining point for Liquid. In a statement match against Virtus Pro in ESL Pro League Season 13, Elige went nuclear on Vertigo. In round number 7, Elige works his way up the A ramp with the help of his team. As soon as he gets to the side hall position, he uses a nade to clear out the area and then throws a little spam in the direction of Jame. Jame gets caught out with a smoke in his hand because Elige just is relentless. He consistently peeks the angle, and just when you think it's safe, that's when Elige finds his time to strike. VP actually make a proactive play and push towards the ramp, where Elige is able to catch out Quickert. He moves on forward from the side hall position, taking down Sanji as well, and the round comes down to a 1v1 where he takes down Yekindar. Elige is a master of finding picks in the default. He is frequently a point of contact for his team and delivers with precise aim and measured aggression. Gambit's recent dominance and Hobbit's contributions lands him at number 2. Molded by Zeus, and the only player on this list with a major championship under his belt, the Kazakh husband and father has made many players look like children thus far. To secure Gambit's first S-tier victory with this lineup, Hobbit obliterated Virtus.pro in the grand finals of IEM Katowice. Early in round number 4 between Gambit and Virtus.pro, Hobbit finds out that VP are using the rail boost in order to try to peek into the B site. He's hyper aware of this at this point, but the first engagement isn't actually going to start there. Hobbit is going to strike by swinging off of the site in order to find the first kill. He finds the first kill onto Quickert, and at this point, Buster thinks that Hobbit is probably tucked away to safety, but Hobbit actually goes for the re-peek, and the crouch swing out gives Buster such a hard time in taking that fight that Hobbit is able to accomplish 2 kills in quick succession. At this point in the round, Hobbit knows that he's on low HP, but he can still find information safely for his team. So when he's in the pit position, he'll jump spot the short angle and will actually spot out an additional VP member. Hobbit at this point, he doesn't even need to get a kill because the information that he provides his team is invaluable. They're able to compose themselves and close out the round from there. The number 1 best aggressive rifler takes the cake when it comes to sheer aggression. Virtus.pro's Yekindar has yet to play a tournament this year without being the most aggressive or second most aggressive player in terms of opening kill attempt rate. Virtus.pro and Astralis have locked horns in map number 3 of the quarterfinals of IEM Katowice. In the second round, after losing the pistol, Virtus.pro and Jame actually drop Yekindar a FAMAS, and he takes the fight right to Astralis at Banana. Astralis throw a smoke right in the face of Yekindar and a nade, but that does not deter him from taking the opening duel. He plays right behind the sandbag, expecting a player from Astralis to jump up on top and try to one-way this smoke. As the smoke dissipates by car, Sanji throws a flash to try to set Yekindar up. Even though the flash doesn't connect, Yekindar is able to take down Device. He backs up from the angle and repositions towards CT. He then swings out to find Glaive, who is attempting to challenge him as well. A second kill in the round, and now Yekindar uses his smoke in order to try to slow down Astralis at this point. And Astralis, they just keep on coming. The exec comes out, and Yekindar plays perfectly behind the site pillar in order to find the kill onto Magisk, and he jiggles around to get a kill onto Zipnix as well, and this is just perfection from Yekindar. Knowing that they have the man advantage, doesn't face Dupree too early on, allows his team to rotate in, and Dupree, he gets a second shot off, a second kill in fact, but his team is already there, and Yekindar has secured a round with just a single FAMAS and a smoke grenade. As you can see, the 5 players we discussed are all effective in their playstyles. Not only are they aggressive, but they succeed at it as well. These plays don't just win them duels, but also secure wins for their teams. Thank you for watching this episode of Double Scope. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me who your top 5 aggressive riflers are in a comment down below.